Come join us today at Legoland Florida as we show you a new exhibit that just opened in the Imagination Zone. We show you the Pirate River Quest progress, and we take a quick trip inside the water park, as well as some other updates.
Where are we today?
Legoland! Special media event.
Yep, we're going to show you some updates to the park. You guys ready to see what's new?
Yeah, and that's what we're going to go to swim.
Yeah, we're going to do water park after. All right, let's go.
We're going to go do a media event today showing some of the new stuff coming to the park. We're super excited to see. So the first big update is inside the Imagination Zone. This building is huge, has a ton of stuff to do inside, and they have made some changes. We're going to first check out the Lego City Space exhibit where we can build a rocket and a rover.
We need your help building rockets and rovers, which could be used to conduct scientific research for NASA's Artemis missions.
So you guys can build a couple of different things over here. We've got rockets and we've got rovers. The rocket bases are right here. They're these white ones. You're going to start with that and use the pieces, build yourself a rocket, and the rover starts with there and the pieces on the right-hand side. Once you guys have your stuff ready for testing, we take it over to this side and I can show you how it all works, okay? Have fun.
All right, which one do you want to build first? This one, the rocket? Okay, so you can use these pieces here. And we're going to build a rover.
It's actually pretty cool that LEGO partnered up with NASA because we had just learned about the Artemis missions and the Artemis program at the Kennedy Space Center. Of course, this was his favorite part. He could do this all day long.
Look, Mommy, we're making this spaceship.
Oh, whoa.
We're making Kennedy Space Center.
Kennedy Space Center.
I think this is a really fun addition to the Imagination Zone. There really is so much to do in this building and use your creativity. It's also great to come in here to get away from the heat and from the rain. Once you finish your rocket, you then go through and actually test it out with the little stand and the TV. It does an aerodynamics test.
Whoa, look at that. There's your rocket. It passed.
Now you guys have fun?
Yeah. Pretty good.
And this is just a small part of the Imagination Zone building.
Changed this around a lot. Now this is still here, but the earthquake tables, they said they are rebuilding. They have a space area building. There's one earthquake here, but they did have a building table this way. That isn't there anymore. And then this used to be at the Kennedy Space Center for the 50th anniversary of the moonwalk, he said. So now it's over here. So I think they're really changing up the inside of this, because there also was a thing that you would let your little Lego pieces fly down, and that's just basically a bench right now. Doing good.
Very nice.
Let's see.
That all the way up?
Let's see. There we go.
I'm not sure if this will normally be out in the actual building, but this is a real working telescope, the biggest Lego telescope that actually works. And they got to take a peek inside and they saw just what was right behind us. And we got to see a picture of the moon that the telescope actually photographed. It was really cool. We are going to come back to this building in just a bit to show one of the 2 building classes that they do have that you can sign up for.
I got some information on the new ride from the director of operations here, so I'm excited to share with you what he was able to tell me. So the all-new ride, the Pirate River Quest, is actually right next to Brickbeard's water stunt show. Over here, you can see the walls. Some little pirate guys too. November 2nd, 2022 this year. The director of operations talked with us and said there is no track. It's just the boat on the canal, and they have to keep the Cypress Gardens like historical, so they don't remove things from it, but they have to keep it historical and also add some Legos along the path.
They're definitely moving along with it.
Yeah, they said they had a lot done. They're just adding Legos along the path.
I guess there's a ship back there we can see.
And subscribe if you want to see more updates. We're going to be checking back in this area to see if they do anything else before now and between now and November. Let's go along this path and see what we can see over here too.
I just recently watched a documentary on Cypress Gardens, and it does seem like it has a lot of history here, which is really neat. So if you haven't seen or heard about Cypress Gardens, I recommend actually watching more about it before you come and visit, because I think with this ride we're going to see a lot of the historical Cypress Gardens area. So it looks like that could be the entrance and exit to where you load on the boat, and there was someone doing a test run, possibly just trying to see how everything goes. Like I said, this is not on a track. The boats are really colorful. It has a parrot in the front, a Lego parrot, and then the driver is in the back. When you go through the Cypress Garden trails, the walkway here, you can actually see some of the Legos and the canal that the boat goes through. So there's a big shipwreck over here made of Legos, and then you see some water effects, and we also heard there is a kraken. And watching the history of Cypress Gardens, there used to also be boat rides on this lake on the canal, so it is really neat that it's kind of like bringing back its roots.
So this path is a nice view of the upcoming ride, but I think this might be the only part we're going to see, because then it goes back that way.
Now that's cool.
This said it was built in 1969. It's an iconic structure. Top structure of the gazebo was once a satellite receiving dish used during World War II. So this definitely has a lot of history over here.
Okay, that's really neat though.
It is neat.
Oh, it's a bunny!
It is a bunny.
I want to follow it. I want
She's like, oh, it's a bunny.
The tree is really neat.
That is wickedly cool.
There are some updates to this ride. Let's see if we can take a peek. We've been on it before. It's just looks like they've changed maybe some of the scenery and rethemed it. Oh yeah, some new game plush. Big dogs. They usually have big dogs. Some snacks. They have driving school, flying school.
They gave it a new name, and they definitely did a new paint job. Like, everything looks really colorful and really vibrant. These boats you actually do drive, you steer it yourself, and there's no track, and then you just go around the little path and check out all the Lego stuff. We've ridden it before, we've shown it with the All the Rides video, so we'll come back because actually the line was longer than the wait time said.
Very hot. So stay hydrated. We're gonna get some ice cream and then head to the water park and then probably head out after that.
The Firehouse ice cream has Breyer's ice cream, fairly decent prices. We usually get a sundae. The kids like the root beer floats and the ices. I'm not doing a review just because it is just a standard ice cream sundae, but always so good. We've had the ice cream a bunch, it never disappoints, and it is great for a hot day like today. Next up, we're just going to go into the Lego water park briefly for the kids to cool off for about an hour. I'm going to do a quick tour and show also that they have new cabanas available. And if you haven't seen our Legoland water park video, I'd recommend watching it. I'll link it down below. But it's a pretty decent, it's not a huge water park, but it's decent enough for your family.
The Duplo Splash Safari, and then over there is the Lazy River. And then back this way is the Joker Soaker and a couple of the water slides, as well as building some of the boats. So I think everyone has to have like some sort of raft on here. And then you just go down this way and you get sprinkled little Lego people. And then back this way is the wave pool, Joker Soaker, and the slides. As they do have lockers over here, you can get, I usually get one I think for around 10 bucks just to store your stuff. We do have the Coke freestyle machines to get water too for free, unless you buy the sodas. And then this is the Joker Soaker, which has the huge play area. You could just, the kids can run around and go down a bunch of different slides. It is a lot busier right now than when we went. Usually we went around October or the fall, but it's significantly busier right now. And so the cabanas may book up. I would would book it as soon as you can if you do want one. It's worth it if you're going to be here like all day. You have your spot for stuff to be secure. I believe you have someone to take your order, and you got a little locker, and of course shade. I noticed they added some misters too, which is a blessing because this area can get really hot with the feet. And the more misters, the better. So this is right next to Twin Chasers. This is the additional seating area. And I think these are the ones I mentioned that were new, these cabanas here. This is the first time I've seen the Beach Street tacos open. It's actually pretty cool they have them open now. And this is where you can build the boats and just kind of play with these Legos over here. So I had Vanessa take the GoPro and she went down some water slides and played in the little Duplo area in the front. It's great for them because they can just run around and not have to worry about the water being too deep. So when it's not in the peak of summer, when it's not so hot and crowded, I'll have to do another tour of this place and possibly rent a cabana just to see if it is worth it.
Okay, so we're going to very fun water slide. You go on the green one. So basically it's really fun and I love it. Can I hold it? Hold it. Sometimes I want to go on it again. Okay, and 3, 2, 3.
Back at the Imagination Pavilion, they have Brick's Next Adventure and Astronaut Academy. We're doing Brick's first. Next time we come to visit, we'll do the astronaut one.
This is my newest creation that I think is going to be super fun.
Look at that.
Seeing as none of my other creations have actually been approved or been fun, I don't know, I really think that this is it. It's going to be the most fun ride that this park has ever seen. The prototype. It is,
So the story is that you need to help Bricks rebuild her new theme park ride, like a teacup ride. So you have the tablet and then you follow the instructions with the pieces to help recreate that ride. It doesn't take too long, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but the really cool part comes up next.
You did a great job with Daddy.
Now you're ready to code it. So this is going to be how we actually get it to move. Click on this arrow right there. That shows you how fast you can make it turn. So do you want it to go really slow or really fast? You can change the number of how many turns it does.
How many turns do you want it to do? 10?
Perfect. You can choose the sound that it makes.
Oh, I like that one.
That sounds like Daddy's motor.
1, 2, 3, spin!
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look, watch
At least
this.
you have 2 prototypes.
That's cute.
My unpaid intern, Chris, does a really good job.
Oh, and Jack that one too. It's cute. We had so much fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, they're getting dizzy.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
think
that.
so.
Look at that.
Look at that.
We're gonna go do the Lego VR race, and then we're gonna head out because it is super hot. But we had a great day today doing updates.
Are you ready?
Well, we did a Heroes Weekend last year, so I will link that below. It's just a couple of little booths and activities to do. And then they have some still of the shows from Lego Friends and Ninjago for the Awesomer through August 7th. School of Spinjitzu is basically like karate. And then you have building robots with Olivia, we did at the Lego Friends weekend, which is back for summer. And then also the Stepathon with Stephanie, which is great for exercising. So the director of operations said that this area is new. They're doing it in sections. So over 2 years, they will have it all redone.
Really bright.
Yeah, you're right. MGM is like really bright green.
The shading will help the Legos. They won't get weather burn.
Yes, the shading will definitely help.
I mean, look at that. That looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I noticed when we walked by, but now it looks much better.
Yeah, so they've been rebuilding it. It's pretty nice, actually. Right over here, it looks really colorful.
Look at that's whatever that one is.
Yeah, it says Alexor. Over here, you can just see how vibrant the Legos are compared to some of the other ones.
This is the Vegas was called.
Like, look how colorful that is. Looks nice. So that big building in the back we did see at the Kennedy Space Center. And they've got the shuttles, Atlantis, I think. Yep, the whole NASA sign. Yep, Explore is in the very front. The Rocket Garden.
Yeah, the Rocket Garden right there.
Yes, we just went and we took 2 days to see everything, so we have 2 videos. And the bus tour. So Planet Legoland is celebrating 90 years of play. You can come in here, get some fresh air, get out of the sun, and go and build in the different stations. Just all these little cars are cute too, so there's a little Duplo area and TV. And one last thing in here, I did ask, they give kids different challenges to build, and then you get little rewards that you can add to your lanyard. So definitely make time to stop by. It's just after the entrance on the left when you pass the big shop. We come here a lot, so if you have any questions, comment down below or message us on Instagram.
And subscribe.